For the first meal of the day, I am having my Nutrisystem protein and probiotic shake, the chocolate fudge. I really love this shake. Can't speak more highly enough about it. If you haven't tried them and you're thinking about it, I probably said this yesterday, but you can just go on Walmart website. If you like vanilla and you want to try that one, I think you can get them as cheap as $24.98. And if you want the chocolate fudge, I think the least expensive packet deal that they have is $39.99 for 20. Yeah, yum. Next up, breakfast. For my breakfast this morning, I decided to go with, this looks so good, the chocolate caramel Kellogg's protein meal bar. This has 180 calories. It has 4.5 grams of fat and 3.5 grams of, and 3.5 grams of saturated fat. Let me try to get that. I'm sorry. Total carbs is 23, fiber is 3, protein is 12. So this is 1 power fuel and 1 small carb. And it's really yummy. Goes very nicely with a cup of coffee. And next up will be lunch. For lunch today, I decided to make something different. I wanted to use up this Jones all-natural chicken sausage, which is a breakfast sausage. I had 4 left, so 4 is 120 calories with 12 grams of protein, and it still is 1 power fuel. So what did I do here? I cut up some onions, sauteed it in the pan with the olive oil spray. And to that I cut up the sausage into like little quarters. I cut them into coins and then I cut them in half again. And I put those in there, and I like my sausage browned down, so that's what I did with that. And then I added in almost a cup of mushrooms. This is a very large bowl, by the way. This is a vegetable bowl, a side dish bowl. And so I cooked that down, and then I took about 1/2 cup of the cooked roasted red peppers that I have in the jar, and I cut those up and added in. So this is going to be like 3 vegetables worth of vegetable in here. And then I decided to prep this Barilla protein plus penne pasta, which I talked about recently, and brought to us by Nikki Mack, a subscriber and a Facebook member. And this would be 2 ounces raw or dry, is 190 calories, so you half that, and that's going to become 95 calories, which is, I'm counting this as a smart carb. It does have a lot of protein. I leave that up to the individual how they want to count this. If you wanted to have the full 2 ounce dry, 4 ounces cooked, and count this as a power fuel, that would be up to the individual. I will count this as a smart carb, and I am having 2 ounces of cooked, which is plenty, by the way. And I did cut them up, and so that's going to be 95 calories for my small carb and 120 for my power fuel with 3 vegetables. I did season it up well. You use a little chicken broth to make it a little bit saucy, so it's not dry. And it smells heavenly, and I can't wait to have it. So that's going to be 215 calorie lunch, I think. Guys, I'm not good with the math in my head, especially not when I'm ready to eat. My sugar's dropped by now, and I need to eat this because I am running very late with my lunch today. Okay, next up is going to be dinner, or if I have a snack, you'll see it. Unless it's an apple and a cheese stick, I won't video that. For my dinner tonight, I decided to have the Nutrisystem chicken enchilada frozen entree. This has Spanish rice, white meat, chicken, and tomatoes in a corn tortilla with herb, sour cream sauce, and cheddar cheese. I've had this before and I really enjoyed it. what I did here is I put a cup of V8 juice into the Pyrex dish, and I seasoned it, and I sprayed it with some olive oil spray, put it into the microwave, and cooked it 2 minutes, stirred, 2 more minutes, stirred. Then I put the entree into the middle of it, covered it with saran wrap, left the edges open so that it could breathe and the water could evaporate out of the sauce. So it got nice and thickened up, as you can see here. And then I topped it with 35 calories worth of sour cream, non-fat Greek yogurt. This looks like a lot. It's really not a big dish. And I did pile up the yogurt. So that does it for the dinner. Oh, I wanted to tell you more about the nutrition facts. Sorry. It has 250 calories. It has 8 grams of fat, if somebody wants to screenshot that. 4 saturated fat, 32 carbs, 2 fibers, and 14 proteins. So this makes 2 power fuels and a smart carb, which is the usual that we would have for dinner. And moving on to my dessert, keeping with the theme of the Mexican, I decided to go with these. These are really good. You can only get them in a bag on Amazon. Sorry about that. That's the fire alarm. Okay. They're 72 bags in a case for $35.99, I think it is. I got this idea from a woman named Jennifer Lynn. She has a very lovely, her and her husband Charlie, YouTube channel. She does Weight Watchers or WW or Personal Points, whatever they're calling it these days. And she gives a lot of good tips. And one of them was this. Each bag is 110 calories. And it's got lots of fiber. Or I should say 1 gram of fiber, which is the requirement for us. I didn't mean lots of fiber. Sorry about that. It doesn't have any saturated fat. So these are really good. They're very tasty. They last forever. And I'm having them with a side of salsa. I'm probably going to have some along with the enchilada. And then what's left, I'm also going to put 30 calories worth of the Velveeta shreds, which would be more than enough, because that would be 14 grams. And this spreads out really well, the Velveeta shreds. So that's it for the eating for today. And I'll be back with some thoughts after I eat my dinner. Hey there, friends. I hope that everyone is doing well. Today was a really good day of eating. I very, very much enjoyed my dinner, and I can't believe I ate the whole thing, all of it. It was so good. And the V8 that I put into the dinner, I don't know if I mentioned, that counts as 2 vegetables. 1 cup is 2 vegetables. And that the Tostitos chips was my dessert. I may or may not have said that, just to clarify. And it was all very, very good. A lot of people are not thrilled with the enchilada, the chicken enchilada. I really enjoy it. I think that sometimes you just have to doctor things up. I don't know. I like things saucy, as I've said before. So the V8 works for me. I just added in, and it really thickened up very nicely, because also there was sauce in the enchilada itself, and the corn tortilla also draws in some of the juice from the V8. So it just really everything had a really nice texture. Breakfast was just my normal breakfast, and my lunch was really very good. I will mention to you that penne plus protein, I hope they make it in spaghetti, was very, very flavorful. The texture was very good. I cooked it for longer than it said. I think I cooked it for 12 minutes. It says 8 for al dente, and then add 2 more minutes if you want it softer. I didn't find it soft at all, and I cooked it for 12. It does make a full Tupperware of it. I'm going to be portioning and freezing But next time I will definitely only make half a box, even though I will still portion and freeze. It's just, I'd rather make it that way than have all of these things, all of this macaroni to package up. And also it'll be fresher because I don't eat that every day. I guess I'm going to have to start eating it more often, but I'd rather put that in for smart carb, honestly, because it does have all that protein in it. And as I said, I'll be considering it a smart carb. So I think really wonderful. Thank you, Nikki Mac, once again for letting me know about it, because I had no idea it existed. Yeah, so that was an unusual lunch, but I wanted to, sometimes you want to use up what you have. You try to get a little creative. I was kind of like on the chicken, sausage, and pepper kind of theme. Today, Jim and I went to the camp where I will be going next week and plan to go a few times over the summer. I'm very excited, and I will do a separate video for my Amazon, my happy mail as I call it, for myself, even though I'm sending it to myself. But I think it's the best kind to have because, I'm getting everything that I really love for me. So it was very nice. We walked around, and that was why I was telling you about it. We walked around outside. I am quite tired tonight, and I have not even done 10,000 steps. I've done 8,293. I don't think I'm going to get to 10,000 today, but that's okay because I'll make it up somewhere else. I'm not worried about that. I think it was very nice that we walked around. It was pleasant, even though it was 82. It was dry today. It wasn't damp or anything, and it was just very pleasant. So, yeah, so that's it. I am really trying not to obsess about my weight. I have no idea what this week will bring me. I do. In fact, I'm probably going to try my bathing suit on tonight. That would be great incentive for me, don't you think? To do extra steps between now and when I go away, because I really need to fit in that in order to go swimming. Don't want to buy another one. I bought two quite a while ago, a few years ago now. What is the name of that brand? It's a good brand of bathing suit. I got them on sale at Sears or JCPenney. So I'm not intending on, I bought those with the intention that I'd be using them for quite a long time. And I haven't used them since well before COVID. I don't even remember the last time. So I need to fit in them. So I have some work to do, I think. So on that note, no, don't want to obsess about the weight. I do weigh every day. I don't think that's obsessive for me. It's quite normal. But just the anticipation of losing a certain amount by a day, that's the getting to me at this point. I don't know if anybody else out there feels that way. If you could let me know if I'm really making sense of what I'm trying to say. Friday's coming, and I don't want to be giving myself anxiety because that just causes me to eat things I shouldn't. So I have to kind of get a mindset about that. I think it will be important. I'm fitting in most of my clothes. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very happy about that. August, it will be a year, August 14th coming, that I restarted my journey to lose this 30 pounds. So I would like to get there by August, but I don't know why it's bothering me now. It shouldn't be bothering me now because all along it hasn't phased me. I've just done what I have to do. Friday comes, I weigh. But for some reason, I guess maybe because I'm really at the tail end now, I'm kind of anxious to not gain. Maybe because last week I had a gain. I don't know. But I'd appreciate your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think about all these things and the scale and the day of the week comes and, your anticipation of that, how it affects you and all that. Okay, so I will say goodbye now. And thank you all very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next video.